You can measure a man by the opposition it takes to discourage him. For Maurice Greene, his resiliency has resulted in a magnificent 5-year run as the fastest man in the world.
Greene, right next to Montgomery. Maurice Greene with the lead at this point. Greene powering to the finish line.
But he learned at 27 years of age that he was not invincible. His knee injury stopped his season in its tracks.
I didn't start training again until the middle of January this year. I took a lot of time off to let my tendonitis problem heal up, just to let all my little knick-knack injuries come get away from me. And right now I'm 100% healthy.
By the time the U.S. Nationals rolled around, Maurice had returned to world-class form, but did not appear as solid or as confident as in past years. He held off Tim Montgomery by 1/100th of a second for the victory.
There's a lot of things that I need to work on during the race, and it's just that I haven't been on the track in a long time. Haven't been comfortable in that position yet, so as the season goes on, I'll get more comfortable with it, and the times will come.
Tim Montgomery believes that he has the fastest top-end speed of anyone, but Maurice feels that when all phases of the race are included, he is still the best.
I believe I know my race better than any other sprinter out there, and I stick close to it, although I do have some mistakes. And that's what allows me to get over the hump and still win the races that I do. I run fast each and every time I step on the track, and everyone knows that they're going to have to run fast if they want to beat me.
Greene knew he was in a race last week in Oslo, when he suffered his first defeat in 2 years as Dwayne Chambers of Great Britain nailed him in the last 25 meters of the race. The event was supposed to be between Maurice Greene and Tim Montgomery. For Maurice, the pressure grew. As he was upset by Oslo, he must have been shocked by his race 2 days later in England. He faded to 6th. He felt it was time to back off.
The choice I made to not run in Lausanne just set me up perfectly to run here today in Paris, because I got a little rest. My body feels very good now, and I'm coming out here to perform, and I'm more determined to go out here and show the world that Maurice Greene is still here more than ever.
Despite the fears his recent lack of success may have engendered, he says he still has confidence and that there are no impossible dreams, just our limited perception of what is possible.
I will be done with this sport when I feel I can't do anymore. But as of right now, I know I can run faster. I know I can get better. So until then, I'll keep trying. I want to leave on my own time. I want to go out on top also.
Coming up next, it's Montgomery versus Greene versus the rest of the world. The men's 100 meters, visualizing success, and boy does he need it. Tim Montgomery, Frank Fredericks, and Sean Crawford have all run 9.94 seconds this year. Maurice Greene has the world record from 3 years ago on the track in Athens. That is Tim Montgomery. Montgomery will be in 4. Right beside him will be Maurice Greene. Bernard Williams from the United States will be in 2. Let's get out of Lewis Johnson.
Hey guys, we know Mo Greene has been beaten by British sprinter Dwayne Chambers twice in the last 10 days, who, by the way, is not here. But nonetheless, a journalist walked up to me today and said that if Maurice Greene loses again, they're ready to label him slow-mo in their journals tomorrow. Now, they may get a kick out of that, but Mo Greene won't.
Well, you know, I'm amazed at how poorly he performed in Sheffield, and I think the odds of him doing well here are not great.
Well, they certainly are not great conditions with the cold, and he took the meet from Lausanne off of his schedule so he'd have an extra few days to recover. He really has everything on the line here in Paris.
Montgomery in 4, Greene in 5. And they're away cleanly. Maurice Greene gets out to his usual superb start. Here comes Montgomery. Greene holding the lead. Montgomery can't seem to close. Maurice Greene holds on for the victory. in 9.99 seconds unofficially. To me, that's a wow from the way he's been running.
This is just a huge victory for Maurice Greene, and you can see all that frustration come out of him now. But my question to you, Larry, is what is all of this talk from Tim Montgomery? He doesn't beat anyone this entire year except for his meets early in the spring. Maurice got a good start. He's been working on that the last month, but he doesn't blow the field away. Tim Montgomery on Maurice's left in a good position here. He's been finishing strong. Mark Lewis Francis out in 7 looks good. Bernard Williams of the U.S. in 2 looks good. But Maurice is able to hold everyone off. He breaks 10 seconds in close to 50-degree weather, and he gets the monkey off his back. It's a huge race for Maurice.
The wind to tailwind at just under 1 mile per hour. Superb performance. Talk about rallying like a champion. Maurice Greene gets the victory in Paris. The time was official, 9.99 seconds. What a great camera angle this is. Let's just enjoy this. Lewis Johnson was with Maurice Greene.
Well, there were lots of questions about the world record holder coming in here tonight, but did you decide you wanted to take the question mark off and put the period tonight?
Of course, you know, I put a lot of pressure on myself to come out here and perform well. I told everyone that I needed a break. I took that break in Lausanne, and I came here and I ran very well. I still need some technical things I need to work on, but, you know, I'm pleased with it. It's raining out here. It's kind of cold, but I had a lot of fun.
Now, the Golden League operates every Friday night. Will you be competing in between, or will you now rest and just compete on Fridays when we'll see you?
No, I'm competing every Friday from here on out. So I'm going to just train through the week and get ready to run fast on every Friday. So watch out. Anything can happen.
All right, Mo, thanks.
I love y'all.
Tim Montgomery wound up 4th in 10.08 seconds. Jon Drummond was 6th. And hats off to Maurice Greene for his victory.